It's a huge achievement that Luke Chambers has made so many appearances. I've got to say, I've always really liked the guy. I think he seems like an honest, hard-working pro. Definitely gives his best to the club. I know he's had some criticism at times, and I think he's proved us all incredibly wrong this year by coming back even stronger, out of position, doing so well. I always love seeing the passion, whether it's a sliding challenge or a header, and that kind of chant, the fist pump springs to mind. Doesn't do it as often now, but I've been at many away games. I get to more away games than I get to home games, and there's something really special when you're all together and he's coming over and he gives it his fist pump. There's something that brings us all together, and he's made many appearances for us since he joined from Notts Forest. A true servant to the club. And although he's not quite legendary status, he's certainly up there in real iconic figures. I think means a lot to the club. And I think he wears his town shirt in everything he does. He's a top pro, really. We should be proud of him.
Way back then when Luke Chambers officially signed for us, and I'm thinking what I thought last year, and that sort of play we were looking for in the summer, an experienced centre-half who had a few games under his belt, and someone who we could bring in. And at that time, I thought that was a great signing. Paul Jewell made the signing, didn't he? And I think him and Aaron Cresswell were probably the two best signings that he made. Luke came in, and straight away I thought he's got to be captain, because you could hear him from the stands. He was so loud. At the time, Carlos Edwards was captain, and Carlos was a bit more of a quiet captain in a way on the pitch, certainly what I could hear anyway. And Luke came in, and he was sort of just his passion and energy, raising everyone's game around him. And I thought it's only a matter of time before he is captain of our football club. And so he has been since, really. And he's been ever present. He's just broke into the top 10 all-time appearance makers, which is a real feat in this day and age where players move around a club so much. You rarely get a player last even 3 or 4 years at a club now. So, for Luke to do his time and service that he has done. And he's always been committed to every game, just full of passion and energy, like I've said, and always he'd die for the cause, that bloke. He lives and breathes it, football, especially for our club, which is just brilliant for an Ipswich Town fan when you're going every week and you want to see players give their all on the pitch, wear their heart on their sleeves, and nobody does that more so than Luke. And he's played through the pain barrier. I think he's played on with a broken wrist. I've seen him go through the advertising boards as well. So yeah, he's a proper professional, and any young player making their way in a game now should just look at Luke Chambers and how he conducts himself. He goes above and beyond, doesn't he? I mean, for God's sake, he has players living at his house. He's feeding them, and they're living at his house, and he's mentoring them, and he's bringing them through. And he's gone above and beyond as a captain as it is. And I fully expect to see him as our manager one day, if he's still in the area. I'm sure he will be. A couple of goals stick out, obviously the Norwich one, which wasn't quite the winner it should have been. But my favourite one was actually Doncaster at home. 2-1 victory. I think it was a last-minute winner when the ball just slowly came across to the edge of the box, and Luke was there, and he smashed in a finish, and the crowd was, we just absolutely went mental, because I think Doncaster had scored like 3 minutes previous, and then for Luke to go and do that. And any time he's ever scored, his celebrations, there'd be times when other players have scored, and I'd actually thought, has Luke put that in? Because he'd be going on and going mad, probably more than what the player who scored has. But for professionalism and keeping himself fit and everything like that, he's just he's someone to look up to. And I appreciate Luke for what he's done for the club. He'll admit himself that he probably wanted it to be a bit of a better time in terms of achieving things with us, but for what he's given to us, I'm really pleased. And how he's played out of position, I actually think right now he's playing better than what he did at centre half personally. And he used to get a lot of stick in the playoff season because we had Means at left back and then Chambers at right back, and Tyrone Means is an England international now. And people are a bit unfair on Chambers. He did get skinned by some players and whatnot, but he was still a right back in the top 6 side in the Championship. And look, he's just so comfortable and solid as he is right now for us in League One at right back, which is no surprise to me. But like I say, wherever he's played, he's always given his all. And thanks, Luke, for your time at town.